So the PlayStation 5 event was today. We finally got to look at the console. We got to look at some really weird games and some heavy hitter games as well. So let's take a look at everything they showed us, starting off with the console itself. So here's the console itself, and I have to say I kind of like the look of it. I mean, it's very space age, but I don't know, cleaning the dust from all of those little crooks and crannies was a problem in the PlayStation 4, and it looks like it's going to be a problem in the PlayStation 5 as well. I find it kind of interesting because Xbox just kind of went with the trash can look, and PlayStation went with a very futuristic plastic mold. I wonder if this made it much more expensive to produce. Apparently, you'll be able to pick it up in two different versions. There's going to be a discless digital-only version, and then a version with presumably a Blu-ray drive in it as well. So we'll have to wait and see what the prices are on that. But it looks like you'll have options and may be able to save a little bit of money if you want to go digital only. Now, I was fully expecting a price reveal today, but it seems like Xbox and PlayStation are playing a game of chicken right now when it comes to the prices. Neither one of them is willing to announce the price first because it looks like the other person is going to announce the price at a lower price point when the first one does. So, kind of disappointed we didn't get price, but I still expect it to be around $450 to $500 when it finally launches, presumably saving, $50 if you go for the discless version. Meanwhile, they also showed off the entire family of products, not just the controller, but a charging controller dock, as well as an HD camera, as well as some nice headphones and a media remote, and of course the two different versions of the PlayStation 5. And whereas I like the look, it seems like plenty of people on Twitter don't, because the design memes are definitely coming in, comparing it to, a Keurig and other things. And this I find particularly interesting. If you look at the size of the disk drive on the device, look how big this PlayStation 5 is. I don't even know that this would fit in the cube shelf space I have for it. I mean, it's considerably larger than the Xbox One X for sure. But then again, who buys a console based on how it looks like? Whether it's a trash can or a space-age Trapper Keeper, I don't really care. It's got to have good games, and it's got to have good hardware, and it's got to have a good OS that allows me to do a bunch of cool stuff with it. So let's take a look at the games. So starting off with the biggest banger here for me, which is Horizon Zero Dawn 2. And this was a no-brainer. We all knew this one was coming. If you didn't play the first Horizon Zero Dawn, you've missed quite a good game. It's definitely one of the best games of this generation. And to see Aloy going out west to a new area, including underwater environments, knowing we're going to get a brand new story, brand new gameplay mechanics, brand new monsters/robots to fight. I mean, what's there not to like? This is a no-brainer. I just hope I hope it comes out relatively soon after the console launches, because I really want to play this one. Another no-brainer was Spider-Man Miles Morales. We all knew there would be a Spider-Man sequel, and based on what we saw in the previous game, it was absolutely going to be a Miles Morales game. And I know that can be a bit polarizing for some people. Some people like Miles Morales, some people don't. I'm in the camp of someone who really enjoys Miles Morales, especially the way they treated him in the first video game. I feel like that setup was brilliant, and it really made me eager for this game. And the good news about this one is we already have a release date for this one. Well, not an exact date. It will be holiday of 2020. Hopefully this is a launch title. If this is a launch title, I'm telling you, PlayStation's going to do pretty well on launch day. Another game I think we all saw coming was Resident Evil 8. This one I'm pretty excited about, whereas I have not really gotten into the Resident Evil remakes. I loved Resident Evil 7, playing through it once on live stream with you guys, and then once through VR as well, and I found it absolutely terrifying. I don't normally get into scary games, but Resident Evil 7 was the exception to that rule for me, and number 8 looks pretty good as well. I feel like they're going to a very kind of horror tropey setting here with the village concept, and I really want to see what they're going to do with this. And it looks like this will be out sometime in 2021. But keep in mind, this is not a PlayStation 5 exclusive. You'll also be able to play this on Xbox and PC. So kind of weird to get excited about it at the PlayStation event, but at least we got a quick look at it. But now going back to the exclusives, Ratchet and Clank is getting a PlayStation 5 exclusive. And this one's called Rift Apart. And whereas I never really have gotten into the Ratchet and Clank series, I'm wondering if I'm missing quite a bit, because this game looks absolutely incredible. Is this gameplay? Is this what the game is going to feel like? If it is, this is next generation platforming. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, maybe like in Uncharted 4, that one downhill scene, you know the one I'm talking about. But if this is an actual level in this game, then this game is going to be incredible. Makes me want to go download PlayStation Now and resubscribe so I can play the previous Ratchet and Clank games that I have missed. Because this looks really good. No release date on this one, unfortunately. If this had been a launch title, I think it would also do very, very well. Next up, another exclusive, Sackboy A Big Adventure. And this one I am hesitantly excited about. If you guys know anything about me, you know I love the Little Big Planet series, but here's the thing, the platforming is not the best part of Little Big Planet. It's the collectathon, it's the building your own stuff, it's playing the games that other people played. This looks like a platformer built in the Little Big Planet universe, built with Sackboy and other playable characters. And I mean, it looks great. This looks really fun. It looks like it's probably going to be a budget title and a smaller game. I'm really looking forward to the details on this one, though. So I'm hesitant to like this one. I'm hoping this will be my kind of game, because Little Big Planet 1 and 2 were definitely my type of game. 3 was a huge disappointment. So I'm glad they're bringing the license back. Hopefully they do something good with it. Another exclusive, and that's Project Athia. Project Athia. I'm going to call it Athia because that sounds right. Project Athia. And this is a Square Enix game being developed for the PlayStation 5. And that's a working title, by the way. We still don't know the full title. Certainly no release date yet. But I have to say, Square Enix games can be hit or miss. But this, so far, looks like a real hit when it comes to action, adventure, RPG. This is Square Enix is the people who makes the good ones. And this looks very unique. I wish we got more than just this short little teaser. But this is definitely on my radar now. Gran Turismo number 7 is going to be exclusive on the PlayStation 5. No release date just yet, but I will say when it comes to track driving and simulation driving, that's not my jam. I'm more of an arcade driver. I'm more drawn to the Forza Horizon series. I'm not big on the regular Forza series either, so probably will skip this game, but for the driving fanatics, this looks really solid. Next up is Godfall, and I've been interested in this game previously. It turns out it's not going to be a PlayStation exclusive. It will not be on Xbox, it will not be on Switch, but it will be available on the Epic Store at launch. Somebody described this as a hack and slash Destiny game, though, so it looks like there's going to be a ton of grinding, a ton of looting. It seems pretty good. Anytime we compare a game to Destiny and other live service games, though, I'm always a little hesitant to get into it, especially because they can be so grindy. I don't know that I really want to grind on a game that much and that long, but this combat looks really good. I mean, this is different and better than your average shooter. There's so many shooters out there, but not a lot of hack and slash games, so hopefully this will be good. And it's out holiday of 2020, so this may be pretty much close to a launch title. Ghostwire Tokyo looks like it's going to be dropped in 2021. It's going to debut on the PlayStation 5 as well. And having taken a look at what they showed us today, I feel like I know a little bit more about this game. Futuristic punk Ghostbusters, is that what I'm looking at here? Still don't really know what the gameplay is going to be like, but the teaser that they showed and now followed up by this trailer, just gotta say, I really absolutely feel like this game is different than anything else I've ever played, and I certainly like different. So absolutely going to pick this one up as soon as it launches. Speaking of weird and different, here is a game called Returnal, and this seems to take like a first-person shooter game and give it rogue-like actions so that you're doing the same thing over and over again until you get it right. Does that make sense? If you've played a roguelike, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this game seems to take that concept and turn it on its head. No release date yet, but definitely anticipating this one to see if it's any good. Now, you guys know me. I'm a wimp when it comes to hard video games, but for those of you who are excited for the Demon's Souls series or Dark Souls series, Demon's Souls is getting a remake on the PlayStation 5. People seem really excited about that. I am not, because I've broken more than enough controllers in my lifetime. I don't need to break any more. It looks like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online will be receiving not a remake, but an enhanced and enlarged edition, I think is what they're calling it, with all the additional content that's been added to Grand Theft Auto Online, and hopefully some additional single-player content as well. That's the only thing that would get me to rebuy this game on that console, unless it's at a dirt cheap price. But fingers crossed. Let's hope there's more single player content there. And then finally, that's not everything. This is the stuff that caught my attention. There is Hitman 3 coming out as well. Let's see, there's some smaller games on here that I didn't really feel the need to go into too much detail about. This game Stray, Destruction All-Stars, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Goodbye Volcano High. These might be games you'd be interested in as well. And of course, a look at NBA 2K21. Not my type of game. Might be yours though. No judgment. So finally, in my amateurish opinion, PlayStation 5 came out pretty strong. There are a lot of game titles and a lot of game sequels and a lot of brand new stuff as well that I'm very interested in here. Again, without knowing exactly what the launch lineup is going to look like, I can't say that we should buy the console at launch, but it looks like the console is something you will definitely pick up this generation because it's going to have some great exclusives. As for the console look itself, the more I set on it, the more I wonder why it looks like that. I prefer a much more simple design, but hey, if they don't pass the cost on to us and they want to make it look unique and weird, that's fine by me. I'll take unique and weird. I just hope that monsters thing fits on my shelf. Now, this is one man's opinion. I know I could be wrong, and I know you're going to let me know if I'm wrong down there in the comment section while you're down there. If you enjoy videos like this, hit subscribe. That way you'll get notified when videos like this come out. If you're a big fan of the channel and you want to hit the membership button, I will gladly accept your $5 a month. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you can know when these videos go out. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.